Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys on my channel guys. And yes guys, we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played. Brentford guys, away from home at the Tech Stadium, where we saw Manchester United draw 1-1 to Brentford in a game where we didn't turn up. It was embarrassing to watch. Unacceptable performance by Manchester United. I think we're lucky to walk away with a point, to be honest with you. Abysmal performance by Manchester United. Embarrassing performance, should I say. In fact, lucky to walk away with a point at the end of the day. But anyway guys, let's get straight to today's video. So we made two changes from the last game against Everton. Talking about the start 11, so we started with Onana, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, but Tomine, Mainu, Garnacho, Fernandes, Rashford and Højlund. Get into the overall reaction now. Man United nick a point at Brentford after stoppage time drama. Lucky to get a point. Wrong team selection from the start. Lacked effort, desire and aggression. We didn't turn up. It's not good enough. It's embarrassing, unacceptable. It's disappointing, annoying and frustrating. It was an okay start. Brentford were trying to put the pressure on early. Lovely pass from Fernandes to release Rashford. Fernandes chance wide. United are too slow. Brentford disjointed earlier on. Midfield was very narrow. United dominating possession. Brentford had a chance across goal. Great tackle by Lindelof. After giving the ball away too easily, Brentford had a chance across goal. Onana got his hand to it. Brentford showed a bit more intent. Great combination between Wizard and Tony. Tony hits the post. Good passage of play by Brentford. Great block by Dalot. Brentford getting close and slowly growing in confidence. Brentford getting their moments and opportunity. United need to match Brentford's aggression and physicality. Good ball to Tony. Tony cuts back inside. Great chance for Jorgensen. United are vulnerable to Brentford's direct play. United losing out in the battle. First half was poor and lacklustre. United need to regroup, go again. We've got to do better. We've got to create more, expect a reaction and response from Brentford. When we get our chances, we've got to take them, pick up the intensity and tempo, bring more energy and intent. United need to keep hold of possession better as well. United need to kill the game as early as they could do as well. Ten Hag makes a personal change. Varane went off injured. Brentford started the way how they finished the first half. Brentford trying to answer more questions. United have been lethargic so far. Fernandes had a chance. Dalot had a chance just wide. Højlund had a great chance as well. Lewis Potter had two great chances, even though it wasn't Lewis Potter. Great double save by Onana. Ten Hag makes a personal change. Brentford showed more intent. Wizard had a great chance. Tony had a great chance over the bar. Ten Hag makes a personal change. Lewis Potter had a great chance over the bar. Anthony had a chance just wide. Frank made two substitutions. Tony scores, but just marginally offside. And Bermu hits the crossbar. Ten Hag makes two more substitutions. Tony has a chance over the bar. United just lacking ideas going forward. Toothless in attack. Frank makes two more substitutions. United need to go for it now. United were pushing and committing men forward. Mount scores for 1-0. United switch off and Brentford equalised for 1-1. Game management and decision making was vital. Toothless going forward. We couldn't get into the game. We needed more from the players. It is what it is. Onwards and upwards. We move on. First half was poor. Second half was awful. Overall embarrassing performance. Anyway guys, let's get straight to today's video now. What did I make of the performance? I thought it was an embarrassing, unacceptable, poor, awful and abysmal performance by Manchester United, to be honest with you. This was a game for United. Like I said in my last video, I said coming into this game, I'm not wrong, am I? Because I predict all this all along. It's exactly what I expected, to be honest with you. I said in my last video, I said, look, this is Brentford. Great opportunity to go and beat Manchester United. They know after the international break, they need to pick up as many points as they can. They need to pick up as many points as they can do at home as well. It's what I expected from Brentford. It was their FA Cup final. They tried to give it everything. A game where Brentford absolutely dominated us and absolutely hammered it. Left, right and centre. Created so many good chances. Brentford probably didn't deserve to lose that, especially as well. Probably didn't even deserve to draw it as well. Brentford, I think, will be disappointed to walk away and not get the 3 points. Just incredible what football does to you at times as well. In a game where Manchester United were just so poor and so awful and embarrassing to watch. We conceded 31 shots and it's just not good enough. Obviously Brentford coming into this game, we're sat in a relegation zone still in a battle of staying up as well. A team that's struggling for form as well. A team that's been struggling, that can't buy a win as well. This was a game for Manchester United and we had to win this game and get 3 points without a doubt. No excuse. And we went and slipped up, dropped 2 points, or was it even a point gain at the end of the day? To be honest with you, I think United, embarrassing to watch from start to finish. I do understand everyone's frustrations. At the end of the day, I get it as well. In a game where swing game, in a game where the players just simply didn't turn up as well. Lucky to walk away with a point, I think. I think Brentford, that could have been what exactly could have happened last season at this game if they were more clinical and took the chances. But I tell you what though, we're lucky that Brentford didn't take the chances, and we're lucky that we had a bloody good goalie in between the sticks as well. And I think if it wasn't for Onana, I think definitely it could have been an ugly scoreline as well. So yeah, lucky to walk away with a point. I think Ten Hag started the wrong team from the start as well. I think he got the wrong team selection from the get-go as well. And that's why I think we played so poor as well. And yes, I know sometimes after the international break, we do put on a bit of a poor performance and a poor showing after the international break, but that needs to be addressed as well. But we lacked effort, desire, and aggression, but there was more that went wrong than that, though, as well. And it's just not good enough from these players, and it's unacceptable. It's embarrassing. Yes, it's disappointing, annoying, and frustrating, but this is how the game. This is what happened in this game, and Brentford probably fully deserved the win. They probably didn't deserve to draw this, so I think it's maybe a point game for United, maybe 2 points drop for Brentford. So we knew it was going to be a tough one, and yeah, all full focus on the next one now. So at the end of the day, not good enough from United, which we could have saw a big snatch and grab right at the end, but we couldn't hold on, and lack of concentration and lack of concentration towards the end, and which didn't seal us the 3 points, and we had to settle for a shite draw, which we have to take on the chin and just accept and move forward now as well. But anyway, guys, get into the game now. I thought it was an okay start. I thought, Brentford, I thought United were trying to put the pressure on early doors, and so did Brentford as well. They're trying to test the waters with United as well. I thought it was a lovely pass from Fernandes to release Rashford. Fernandes had a chance wide as well. And then it was also both teams were still trying to work each other out. I thought United had were dominating possession quite early doors, but at the same time, I think we were too slow, too passive. I think Brentford were a little bit disjointed at first. Midfield was a bit too narrow at times. Like I said, we were dominating possession, I think, in the first sort of 10 minutes or so. And then that was when Brentford changed the system a couple of times, and when they got more of a got more stability in that change of formation. That was where they absolutely just ran riot on United, absolutely dominated us, absolutely battered us left, right, and centre. Created loads of chances left, right, and centre, absolutely all around us, and they created the better chances as well. And Brentford. And I think United, what just led to it was just United were making far too many mistakes, giving the ball away far too easily as well. Brentford had a chance across goal. It was a great tackle by Lindelof. Again, they had another one across goal. Arenado got his hand to it. Brentford was showing a bit more courage, a bit more intent, a bit more conviction about their play. Great combination between Wizard and Tony. Tony hits the post. Good passage of play by Brentford. It was a great block by Delo. Brentford are getting their moments and their chances. United need to match Brentford's aggression and physicality, and we just couldn't early doors as well. Good ball to Tony. Tony cuts back inside. Great chance for Jorgensen. United were very vulnerable in Brentford's direct play. United were losing out the battles, couldn't do the basics, couldn't win the duels, the 1v1s, couldn't win the second balls, the 50-50s as well. We were very poor and lacklustre in that first half, just absolutely nothing from the get-go, and just couldn't get into the game whatsoever from the get-go as well. And then that was when we just had to, I think we were lucky to get in at half time and let's regroup, let's go again. But then we had to do better. We had to create more. We had to expect a reaction and a response from Brentford. We had to, when we get our chances, we had to try and take them, be clinical as well. A lot went wrong in that first half. What we had to really do much better in that second half, and I think Ten Hag was probably asking for a better second half. He probably didn't get that as well. And we had to really pick up the intensity and tempo, bring more energy and intent about us as well. When we need to keep hold of possession better as well. And we just needed to, when we get that goal, try kill the game off as soon as we could. But overall not good enough from United. But then Ten Hag was forced into making a personal change. Varane went off injured. Brentford then started the second half the way how they finished the first half. Brentford were asking more were trying to answer more questions as well. United just could not get into the game whatsoever. It was so lethargic, so slow, so too passive in the game. Just could not get going whatsoever. And Fernandez had a chance. And then I think, United were at times were trying to push onto Brentford because they knew that Brentford were just dominating play and had too much possession. And then it was when we had possession, we had to try and maintain that possession and utilise the possession a bit more as well. And then Dello had a chance wide. Orion had a great chance as well for 1-0. It was saved by the goalie as well. And then they had two great chances, great double save by Onana to keep it out as well. And then obviously then Ten Hag makes personal changes. Brentford showed more intent. They just constantly had better chances. Brentford, Wizard had a great chance. Tony had a great chance just over the bar. Ten Hag making more personal changes to see if they could make an impact and an influence. Lewis Potter had a great chance over the bar. Anthony had a chance just wide, just as he come on from the pit, from off the bench as well. Then Thomas Frank made two subs as well. Tony scores, but just marginally offside. That was a bit of a wake-up call for United. And Birmingham hit the crossbar as well. I think the ball was just little bit too high, and that's why there was just a lot of power behind it and didn't really pick a corner. And that could have been easily 1-0, 2-0, whatever it could have been for Brentford at that time as well in that game. And Ten Hag makes two more substitutions. Tony has a chance over the bar. United were toothless going forward, just lacking ideas going forward. And, they made more changes. United had to really go for it. And we just couldn't, we were trying to go for it. We were committed moving forward. And then that was when Mount got his goal, 1-0. It would have been a big smash and grab for United. But, yeah, and then we just switch off defensively and Brentford equalised for 1-1. And then game management, decision-making was vital. And we were just toothless going forward. Could not get going in the game whatsoever. And we needed more from the players, but it's not good enough from United. It is what it is, onwards and upwards. We'll move on to the next one now. First half was just, overall it was embarrassing for United. And, in a game where it was a must-win for United as well. It was just so lethargic, so slow, and not good enough overall. Overall, not the performance and result we were after. It would have been a big smash and grab once Mount scored his goal for United to take the lead. Then all of a sudden, just a lack in concentration. It's disappointing not to hold on and win the game. Exactly, just disappointing not to hold on to the game. Definitely it would have been a big smash and grab. If we would have won that game 1-0, we would have won it ugly. Not a convincing, promising performance yet again from Manchester United, but it would have been a big smash and grab. A game where Brentford were absolutely dominated us, had the better chances as well. That's football for you. If you don't take your chances and if you're not clinical in front of goal, and this is what it's all about. In football, you've got to score your goals, and if you can't score your goals in football, you're going to get nowhere and you're not going to climb that table. I think we were lucky that Brentford didn't take their chances. We had Onana that had a brilliant game, that stepped up to the plate and kept us in this game. Big smash and grab, definitely for sure. Towards the end, we get the goal 1-0. What was it, 96 minutes? I think out of the 112 minutes, just disappointing not to hold on. Once we got our goal, fighting for Mount to get his first goal as well. Brentford kept that fight, showed that character, that team spirit. Tony got to the bar line, just hoped and prayed that somebody was there at the right place at the right time. Aya got them back into the game for 1-1, but they probably didn't deserve to draw that game. They probably deserved to win that game, so I think that's like 2 points drop for Brentford in the hunt of staying up for next season as well. Very disappointing from United, to be honest with you. Very frustrating. Annoying to watch yet again in a game where we were not in the game from the get-go. Were in it at the beginning, but then Ten Hag in the game just didn't change it whatsoever. Players just simply didn't turn up. Unacceptable. At the end of the day, lacked effort, desire and aggression, but there's more to it though as well. And I think Ten Hag got the wrong team selection from the get-go as well. Lucky to get a point, I think, at the end of the day. Just have to take out the shit, move on to the next one. What went wrong? I think a lot went wrong, to be honest with you. I think the top one being we were very lacklustre in the game. There's no creativity from Manchester United. I think we were lacking effort, aggression and desire as well. Energy, intent, tempo as well. There was no fight, no passion, no pride, determination, commitment and willingness. Brentford wanted it more than us as well, which was annoying as well. Too slow in possession as well. Too passive, so slow as well. There was no real spark. The players didn't turn up as well. We made far too many mistakes. In and out possession as well. I just don't think there was no real courage, intent and conviction about our play. And then when it meant to the players that they wanted to go for it, they always do. Wrong mentality in the game as well. And then when they want to play, they start playing towards the end of the game, which is just saying to the players, just fucking play from the get-go. I am sick and tired of United. In these fucking games, we go, right, we're going to start off so slow, so lethargic. I remember against Brentford at home, no spark again, and there was no real togetherness about us. Not going for it. You're thinking, what is up with us? Just go for it from the get-go. This team is so frustrating to watch, and we don't wake up. We concede far too many goals, and we don't resurrect these problems. We couldn't do the basics in this game. We were not winning our second balls. We were not winning our 50-50s, not winning our duels. 1v1s as well, ideas going forward as well. I am sick and tired of this team when they're not going for it from minute 1 to minute 90, and then they start waking up and go, right, we're not in this game because we need a goal, we want to win this game, we're going to play now, which is at the end of the game. Fucking play from the get-go, glad, because I am fucking sick and tired of this as well. Is it 2 points dropped or a point gained? Well, before coming into this game, it was a must-win for Manchester United, because going into these games, these are must-wins, United. If you want any chance of getting top 4, you have to win these games. Brentford sat in a relegation fight at the minute. I think they were 15th, 16th coming into this game as well. At the end of the day, this was a must-win game, but we didn't win this game. Performance was shite overall, but at the end of the day, I think it's a point gained, because performance was so poor, and we had to settle for a draw at the end. You could tell the players were buzzing with that point as well, and that just shows the mentality of these players. Buzzing about a point against fucking Brentford. It's fucking not good enough as well. Mason Mount's got his first goal as a Man United player. He's not had it easy since coming in last summer. It's the first of many. Definitely, I'm pleased and glad that he got his first goal for Manchester United. The first of many for Mason Mount. Absolutely over the moon for criticised for his price tag, 60 million that he come in for. Obviously been out injured a lot this season as well. Been out for about, I think, 7 months season as well due to injury. So he's not had it easy since he's come into the club. Adapt as well himself to a new style of play. It's not been easy for him, and I'm glad that he got his first for Manchester United. First of many for him, and delighted that he got his first goal, but he can only gives him his confidence going forward. Ten Hag, you knew that he started the wrong team. I think when Mason Mount come on, you could tell, but once those subs come on, there were more of a team there. Went for it a bit more. We committed men forward, and Mason Mount was there at the right time at the right place. Good assist from Casemiro as well. All Mount needed to do was just show that composure. Scored a good goal to take United ahead for 1-0. It was a big goal for United, but we just couldn't hang on. Had to settle for a draw at the end of the day, which is simply not good enough for United standards. All the Ten Hag outers are back in full force yet again, calling for Ten Hag to get sacked. Is his job under threat? I put a tweet out on my Twitter and I got a lot of shit for it, because they keep on saying to me here, oh yeah, the football's dross, he's got no style of football, we're boring to watch, we're conceding 30 shots to Brentford, he spent 400 million. I get all that. You can come out with all these facts. I get all that. But the thing is, I am sick and tired of these players getting away with it time and time again. Those players on that pitch simply did not turn up. Fans just get on the back of this manager. They go and attack when we lose a game or draw again. They don't want to give this manager time. All they want to keep doing is let's keep dropping and changing managers every 2-3 years. And you cannot keep doing it every single 2-3 years. Mourinho was in charge 2.5 years. He fucked up. People were not enjoying his football. It was boring. It was not getting any better. They sacked it. Oli comes in, great at the start, and then football was all about getting results. Wasn't getting the results. Performances were absolutely shite. Oli gets the sack as well. The same thing will happen. These players are just going to drag this manager under the bus and get him sacked. That's exactly what's going to happen. These so-called Ten Hag out fans just want him out because the football's dross. We're playing long ball FC all the time and they're not enjoying it. Look, at the end of the day, if you don't like it, a new structure's coming in. Omar Barada, Jason Wilcox, and the next one's going to be Dan Ashworth. Why not we get a new stretcher in above Ten Hag and let's actually back a manager for one and let him actually get the right recruitment and get rid of these bluffers that are in this team at the minute. I don't think his job's under threat. I just think these Ten Hag out people are the ones that lead the way, and then that ends up the manager getting the sack. It's not only just the Ten Hag out one and then they're calling him to get the sack. It's all down to above. At the end of the day, Ineos have come in. It's only what they decide in the summer. So at the end of the day, shut the fuck up. Let Ten Hag do his job. From now to the end of the season, there's going to be twists and turns in this. Let's just sit back, take it one game at a time, let the manager do his job, and if we get top four, great. If we don't, then so be it. We just have to settle for fifth or sixth at the end of the day, and we just have to accept it and move on for next season. That's for Ineos to decide in the summer then. Who was my man of the match? To be honest, I don't think not many players didn't have a great game. I thought Onana had a brilliant game, kept us in the game. Delo, I thought he was okay. I thought defensively we were not good enough though, as well, because we were just conceding far too many shots. Lindelof, Varane, Wan-Bissaka. I think Wan-Bissaka just could not offer much going forward. Varane and Lindelof, yet again, okay at times, but just not good enough defensively. And then two for us going forward as well, McTominay and Mainoo were tried, but McTominay just not good enough. Fernandez just not good enough either. And the front three, I think they were clueless as well and didn't know what they were doing going forward. Gone back to usual again, just not at it yet again, just completely no service. Yet again, just left, stuck up top, isolated, not knowing what to do. Garnacho, think he tried, running into one-way traffic all the time. To be honest, I think Onana was my man of the match. He was probably the only one that had a decent game in this one, and probably Mason Mount as well for the goal as well. How do we beat Chelsea? Now, obviously, we've got Chelsea in our next game on Thursday night. Look, a big game for both teams at the end of the day. Chelsea obviously dropped 2 points at home to Burnley. United are coming back off a draw against Brentford, so this is going to be two teams looking to get back to winning ways and looking to react and respond to their draw. This game's going to be all down to who wants it more. I think Chelsea, that have got their problems. United have got our problems. Both teams so inconsistent this year. It's all going to be down to who wants it more. Who's going to work harder, who's going to outplay and outclass the opponent. It's going to mean a lot to whoever wins this game. This is a must-win for United. We have to win the game against Chelsea. Chelsea on their day, when they turn up, I think they're very good on the day. They've got lots of quality all over the pitch, got a brilliant manager, Mauricio Pochettino. I think Chelsea, they'll be there for the take. At the end of the day, a very good Chelsea team on the day. It depends what sort of Chelsea team turn up, and it sort of depends on what United team you get at the end of the day. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be competitive. I think it's going to be end-to-end. I think both teams are going to get the chances. I think it's all going to be who's going to show that composure and that sharpness in front of goal, and who's going to be clinical and takes the chances in this game. It's a big game for both teams. It's going to be down to who wants it more, who outclasses and outplays the opponent. Just dust themselves off after that Brentford game. Get a good ironing off Ten Hag. Get the hairdryer treatment off Ten Hag going into this one now against Chelsea. United have just got to go. Chelsea, 3 points are up for grabs. We need those 3 points more than Chelsea. Last time around we beat Chelsea 2-1. It's a chance for United to do the double on Chelsea as well. And that was probably our best performance in the Premier League against Chelsea at home this season as well. We've got to do it yet again at Chelsea away at the Stamford Bridge. This is a game where we need a big performance. A big performance is needed. A strong performance is needed. And we've got to turn up as well. We've got to play well for a full 90 minutes here. Don't worry about the game on the weekend. Chelsea's first. We want to take one game at a time. Chelsea's first. Let's look after Chelsea first, and we move on to the weekend. This is a must-win. We've got to win this game. We've got to bounce back. We've got to see a reaction and response from United as well. And if they want it more, we've got to do our best here. This is all about we have to prepare well for this game. We've got to go with the right mentality in this game against Chelsea. We need a winners mentality. We've got to win this game against Chelsea. It's a big game. It's all going to be down to who wants it more. And I tell you, it's going to be tight and tactical. So United have got to be ready for this game from start to finish. We're in for a big one, a long one, and we've got to be ready for it. Through a combination of quick offensive transitions and positional play, his teams play on the front foot. These teams tend to play in a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 while attacking, defended a 4-4-2 or a 4-1-4-1. Pochettino insists his teams build possession from the back. From the first pass, he wants to create numerical advantages to work the ball forward and reach attacking half in an organised setup. The centre-backs drop either side of the goalkeeper, while the defensive midfielders take a position to form triangles around members of the opposition's front line. These local overloads create passing lines out from the back. Chelsea, though, they're rejuvenated under Pochettino, a revitalised midfield, but they're inconsistent. They're going to keep it tight and compact. A threat on set pieces. They'll have a lot of pace on the wings as well. Quick in transitions, quick on counter attacks. They'll make runs in from behind. They'll want to cause us problems. They'll want to cause an upset. They've got injuries, defensively vulnerable. They make countless mistakes. Got to punish them. They'll be there for the taking. They'll have a lot of fighting spirit, like to stay in the game as long as they can. They'll play with a low block, try and counter-attack us, like to come forward. They'll be brave, they'll take risks, defensively frustrate us, keep it tight and compact, be organised, go on the front foot, try to be aggressive, bring the energy, high intensity, high tempo, try to be rampant, relentless. They've shown incredible team spirit, character, determination, commitment. United have got to defend properly, defensively got to be organised, need to keep it tight and compact, defensively frustrate them, need to be ruthless, relentless, aggressive, high intensity, high tempo, play with energy, create the chances, take your chances. We need to be clinical, get the crosses into the box, drive them out position, be brave, take risks, get pieces come into play. Need to play with whip, get between the lines, got to close them down, don't let them get back in the game. Don't leave any spaces open, they'll show incredible team spirit, character and fight. Got to do the basics right, game management, decision making will be vital, got to get tight, don't let them get a shot off, sustain attacks, do the basics, when your 50-50s, when your second balls, when your duels, put them on the back foot, keep possession, fullbacks have got to be effective, force them to make mistakes, put them under pressure, don't let the wingers cut back inside, don't afford to make mistakes, make the runs in from behind, don't get pulled out of position, be explosive, keep Jackson, Palmer and Washington quiet. Getting into the goals now, first goal, Hoyland passed the ball to Fernandez passed the ball to Casemiro passed the ball to Anthony finds Hoyland passed the ball to McTominay passed the ball to Casemiro passed onto Mount, and Mount shoots and scores for 1-0. Getting into the stats, possession for Brentford it was 47.3%, and for Man United it was 52.7%. Goals for Brentford it was 1, and for Man United it was 1. Total shots for Brentford it was 31, and for Man United it was 11. Shots on target for Brentford it was 5, and for Man United it was 5. Shot accuracy for Brentford it was 16.1%, and for Man United it was 45.5%. Shots in cellar box for Brentford it was 24, and for Man United it was 3. Shot at cellar box for Brentford it was 7, for Man United it was 8. Total passes for Brentford it was 377 passes, and for Man United it was 450 passes. Pass accuracy for Brentford it was 69.8%, for Man United it was 79.8%. Getting into the substitutions now, Varane went off for Maguire. Talk about Raphael's performance. United's best player in the first half and his positioning thirtled a couple of Brentford's opportunities, but he was scummed to another injury and come off at the pause. Nacho went off for Anthony. Talking about Alejandro's performance, did not get into the game and had hissy fit when he failed to get the ball off Wan-Bissaka. Come off early in the second half for Anthony. Lindelof went off for Martinez. Talking about Victor's performance was palpable, uncomfortable up against the opposing Ivan Toney. Made one key intervention but was possibly relieved when he was forced off injured. Mainly went off for Casemiro. Talking about Kobe's performance. Started decently but faded in the first half as Brentford got foothold and could have done with Casemiro next to it. Rashford went off for Mount. Talking about Monge's performance. Had United only an attempt on target in the first half, but his errant touch into touch tipsified their performance and he was seldom a threat. Next up we've got Chelsea 11th in the league. Look, like I just said before, this is going to be a must win for United. Can't afford to lose this or draw this. It's going to be a big game for both teams. This is going to be all down to who wants it more. Chelsea are going to look to cause us problems. They're a very good team on their day. Chelsea are going to come with a game plan. Chelsea want to bounce back as well after their disappointing draw to Burnley. United need to respond and react after that as well, and United need to kick up the backside after that as well. Ten Hag needs to be ruthless as well. I think too many players went through the motion and too many players underperformed and were not good enough in that game against Brentford, so Ten Hag needs to be ruthless and bench a couple of players in this one now against Chelsea and say, look, we need to win this game. I can't have you playing in this one. You were not good enough in the last one. Ten Hag needs to be ruthless now and bench a couple of players after that one against Brentford. Too many players going through the motions. I think he also got the wrong team select against Brentford as well. This is a chance for United to get back to winning ways, and we've got to react and respond after that draw. Just put that one behind us, dust ourselves off and go again now against Chelsea. So this is a big game now against Chelsea. Got to get the 3 points here without a doubt. It's a big game. It's going to be all down to who wants it more, who outplays the opponent, who outclasses the opponent, who wants to control, dominate this game, who wants to take more of this game to the opposition as well. United need to work harder than Chelsea. We need a strong performance. Big performance is needed against Chelsea. A real good shift in here. Big game for United. We've got to turn up to this one now this time. 3 points are up for grabs here. Chelsea, yes, they're struggling themselves. Yes, they're inconsistent. They've got injuries at times. We need to put that aside and say, look, this is Chelsea now. This is a chance to get back to winning ways here. It's going to be a tough game. Big game. We have to be ready mentally, physically. Got to prepare well for this game. United have got to be on it from minute 1 to minute 90. Strong performance is needed. Big performance is needed for United now. Can't afford to slip up here. We need to put the pressure on now because both Tottenham and Villa have got a tough game during the week. We've got to take care of Chelsea first. Big performance is needed. Got to get the 3 points here. Got to react after that now. We need to play with courage, intent, conviction, and we've got to turn up. We've got to show the fight, the passion, the pride. Pay for the badge, pay for the club. We've got to show the team spirit, character, determination, commitment, desire, willingness, work rate, and work ethic as well. Chelsea, though, in the last 4 games, 2 wins, 2 draws. Their last loss was last month in February as well. Chelsea, I think they'll be there for the taking. Have to be ruthless, aggressive on the front foot. Need to take control of this game as much as we can do as well. First goal's going to be crucial crucial. It's going to be massive sort of games as well, away from home. Got to be ready for this one as well. Chelsea scoring 1.8 goals per game. Chelsea conceding 1.7 goals per game. Chelsea drew 11, drew 7 and lost 10. They've lost to West Ham 3-1, Forest 1-0, Villa 1-0, Brentford 2-0, Newcastle 4-1, Man United 2-1. This is a chance for United to do the double on Chelsea as well. Everton 2-0, Wolves 2-1, Liverpool 4-1 and Wolves 4-2. Chelsea have played 28 games, won 11 and they've lost 4 at home this season. The players to look out for is Petrovic, Diassi, Kukurea, Bazic, Shahil, Silva, Chilwell, Adal, Gilchrist, Apochimong, Fernandez, Mudryk, Palmer, Gallagher, Kasedi, Sterling, Madueke, Jackson and Washington. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you want it. And I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days and peace.